New to ESO, first time MMO player, haven't played an MMO in a long time, or been away from ESO, we got you covered this week.
What new toys are available in the Bethesda Gear Store? What Elder Scrolls game is shutting down for good? And what's it going to take to play Starfield on PlayStation 5?
Main topic.
Okay, I'm going to be giving you guys a brief little rundown on my tips and tricks for you guys if you are new to ESO, been thinking about playing ESO, or haven't played in a long time, because there's a lot different to the game. I know I had to re-roll a new character because it's been long enough to where I couldn't dive back in on my level 50 characters. It's happened two parts why we decided to do this. One, with all the changes to ESO and it becoming more broadly available and improved, we figured that there's probably a lot of new player influx going to be happening. And Mrs. Wigit has been playing ESO for the first time. So I've been using her as
That's so cool.
a soundboard of what to bring up to help you guys out. Things that I've been helping her with. And she's never played MMOs before, so it's been a learning experience. And she's getting it, though. She completed the tutorial and everything on her own. We hooked up, and I gave her gold for a mount.
Nice.
I'll get in that later. So, in short, let's get into this. When creating a character, do not worry about which race you choose. The racial benefits are very minor and don't affect your character in major ways, and don't really affect your different playstyles. There are some, like the Breton and Wood Elf, that are more Magicka based, but the benefits are minor. You could play a melee character with that race with no problem and not have any issues. 2, work on the main story and the zone stories specifically. 1, you get amazing equipment and gear that's going to help you a lot along the way. The main story you get to do in intervals of every 5 levels. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, yeah. And you get a skill point for completing each story section, which is a monumental help. As well as doing zone stories. So each zone has their own specific overall story arc. Do those, because at a lot of key points you'll get, again, skill points and very useful gear. So I would focus on those. Worry less about side quests. You can do all those when you hit 50. But you're going to need an influx of skill points, and you're going to need all the gear that you get from doing the main stories. It doesn't really matter which zone you decide to go play in. You can do that story zone just fine. It'll have the same kind of effects as doing like Daggerfall for your Daggerfall Covenant.
Okay.
And you can go do the main story at any time by just zoning over to where it's at. Save your money for a mount. You're going to need at least 25,000 to get a basic horse. You're going to mounts become quite essential, and getting 25k really is not that difficult. You should be able to do it by level 20, 25, maybe even 30. With the new exotic mounts, if you want to get a wolf or a camel, they cost 50k from a vendor. You will thank me later. And once you get your mount, visit your stable every day in a major city where you can train your mount. And this is specific to each character. So when you train a mount, it doesn't matter what mount you choose to ride, what you've trained will be effective on any mount you ride on that character.
What does the training do?
Okay, you have 3 different parts of a mount. You have the speed, obviously affects the overall speed of the mount, which is what you should be focusing on first. Stamina, which increases your sprint time. It's quite long to begin with, so it's not really that big of a deal. That should be the last one you worry about. And carry capacity. Every point you put into carry capacity increases your bag space by 1.
Okay.
No matter what mount you ride. And permanently.
Gotcha.
Periodically, you can get these books that will increase your riding capacity, speed, and stamina that you can get through questing and random events in the world. And you can train at the stable, I think, every 12 or 13 hours.
So it's any stable.
Mm-hmm. In the major cities, yeah.
Okay. In a major city, got it.
And there's lots and lots of major cities. I've, on average, about at least 1 or 2 per zone. Crafting is extremely important in this game. Even if you're not much of a crafter in games, I would highly recommend getting involved in at least 2 or 3 crafting skill lines for your character, because the best gear in the game at in-game is crafted.
Oh.
And if not crafted, you can still improve it from like epic to legendary using your crafting, and you need to level it up in order to be able to do that. Do not do more than 2 or 3 until you get to in-game, because you're not going to have enough skill points to cover all of them. You just won't. When you get level 50, you can still get more skill points by going after sky shards. My other next big tip. Sky shards are little like gems you can find out everywhere in the world. Every 3 you get gives you a skill point. When you get close to one, it'll appear on your little compass, and you can go hunt it down. There's also add-ons that will show you where they're at as well, and maps online that show you each sky shard location.
Oh, okay. That's handy.
Basically, do everything you see in the open world. All the little things, except for side quests. Delves is another big one. Those are little like public mini dungeons that you can do solo. They always contain a mini boss that has great gear drops, usually sets of their own. There's always a chest located, and chests that you can find in the open world, you can lockpick, and it gives you amazing loot and gear. You can find those like writing books. You can find XP scrolls in those, as well as gear. And once someone gets one, it's gone. And there's always one that happens inside a delve. You can hang out in the delve until it pops for you and get it.
Oh, okay.
And there's always a sky shard in a delve. So there's several of those per zone. You'll notice them when you see them. Go do them. They're quick, easy, and very much worth it.
Do the sky shards regenerate, or once you grab them, that's it?
Once you grab it, it's done.
Oh, okay.
I forgot how many there are in the world, but it's staggering.
Oh, okay.
It equates to like over 100 skill points or something like that. I should look that up.
Oh,
but it's
that
a lot.
sounds like what was the gems called? I can never remember. The gems from Skyrim. The pink gems. There's like 300 of them or something.
Yeah, it's similar to that. And the reward you get is extremely useful. You have so many skills that you're going to find and develop throughout your play. It's insane. And you're not going to have enough points to fill it up. You just won't. So sky shards and things like that, and doing the quests, the main quests, are extremely important. At level 50, I was doing zone quests. For one, the story's a blast, but 2, to get all skill points. Don't worry about doing dungeons in the beginning, unless you have a quest to go do them. Like I know for the Undaunted, you have to do one of the dungeons. Then you can find a group and jump in and do it. You do get skill point for each dungeon does have a quest to do. If you get lucky enough where your group is not trying to just power through it and you can do the quest, awesome. You get a skill point for that. But don't worry about spamming them. You'll over-level the zone, and you just won't have the gear and the skills you need to do it to be effective. Oh yeah, whether you're new to MMOs or not, pay attention to the tutorial. I know a lot of people like to just power through it, but in ESO, the mechanics are different than a lot of MMOs. And you're going to want to learn what to do. And it's extremely important.
Yeah.
They have that for a very good reason. And after you do it on your first character, you can skip it on your next character. The world levels with you. So you can pretty much go anywhere you want to play. At any level. And you can pair with anyone at any level, because the world will scale with them too. When you get into a group with someone, like say you're level 10 and you're in a group of level 50, they will be facing level 50 plus enemies. You'll be facing level 10 plus enemies, and you're fighting the same thing. It scales individually per character.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so doing it that way, you don't have the opportunity to join up with a bunch of high levelers and get a big XP boost.
Nope, you can't be power level in this game.
Interesting. Okay.
But it does work out very well if you want to play with a buddy. They don't have to make a new character. They can jump on one of their characters and just roll with you and do whatever.
It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Okay.
Don't worry about the DLC at first. The base game, like I said before in a previous episode, has more than enough content to last you several months. Get used to the game, understand the mechanics, enjoy it. Mm-hmm. You cannot get a companion without DLC, but you don't really per se need them. It's a blast. If you have the monthly subscription, which I highly recommend getting, we're not paid by Bethesda or anything like that to say that. I recommend it because of the crafting bag alone. All the crafting materials you get, which is a lot of them, will go straight to that bag, and it doesn't fill up your inventory. and it works between all your characters. But it also unlocks a vast majority of the DLC, and you can get companions.
Oh, cool. Okay.
If you've been playing the game for a while and you realize you messed up your build, don't worry about it. Look on your map and look for a shrine in a major city. Go there, pay a little bit of gold, and you can respec. And talk to a bag merchant. There's a bag merchant in every major city. There's even in the starting island, there's one. And buy bag upgrades. It increases your bag space by 10 for each purchase. It does scale in cost significantly, but you at least get a couple of them for pretty cheap, and it will save you a ton of headaches. Don't worry about making your 3 base stats equal. Magicka, health, and stamina. You want to focus on either Magicka or stamina, whatever your primary attack uses. Most melee builds will use stamina for each of their abilities, especially your weapon abilities. Magic's builds, like with my Arcanist, is magic based, so I'm going to use mostly Magicka. Focus, I'd say at least 60 to 70% of your points into that stat, paired with health. And then you put a couple into the other stat. Like right now at level 27, I have the vast majority, I would say probably like 18 or 16 in Magicka. Do not spend all your skill points as you get them. It's in the early game, it's very tempting just to throw it in whatever as you get them, because you're going to unlock new skill trees as you play the game. And trust me, you're going to want to unlock a few of those passes and those abilities, and you'll have the points available if you bank 1 or 2 of them.
Got you. Okay. That makes sense. Now, what do you think about, real quick, if I got to jump in here and ask this, because I've been thinking about almost since you started, because we have the new stuff with the classes going on where every class could play any role.
Yeah, well, that's always been the case.
Okay, that's always been the case. Okay, so would you say that you definitely want to kind of know what you're shooting for before you get started? Okay, all right.
Figure out what kind of archetype you want to play. But however, if you are playing, most of the time people just play DPS in the beginning. Obviously, it's survival.
Yeah.
At level 15, you unlock your secondary slot, your quick switch. So you can switch to a healer or a tank as your secondary. So always start out with DPS, whether it be melee, build of some kind, archery, 2-hand, dual wielding, 1-hand, or if it's Magicka, like destruction staffs.
Now, how would you handle that if you only have so many skill slots? The big difference between a healer and a DPS, for instance, like, how would you spec that out if you wanted to do that?
Well, I knew with my Arcanist I wanted to play as a healer as my secondary. So I started putting points into my heal spec as I was leveling up. So when I hit 15, I was able to just set up my skill tree for my healing right away. So it's a good idea to understand what you want to do with your character.
Yeah.
And then when you get your secondary unlocked, you're already ready to go. But yeah, you're right. Having an idea what you want to do with your character is key.
Got you.
If you don't know, don't stress it. Just go in there and play the game. You'll figure it out pretty quick. And they're also doing solo dungeons coming up. Actual dungeons you can do solo with your companion.
Dope, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The vast majority of it. Oh, and make sure you click on all the bookshelves, damn it. Get every damn book. You'll unlock skills and level up skills like that way pretty easily.
No, so it's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just a quick, easy, brutal little beginner's guide for you guys.
That's awesome.
All the things that I was helping with Miss Widget figure out. Kept, hey, baby, you need to do this. No, you need to do this. You need to focus on this. Let's get into our game.
Let's do it.
It's time for our gameplay of the week.
I've been talking too much. Go.
Well, I didn't have a whole lot of time this week, but I did finish The Widow, which is the Trackers Alliance, one of the Trackers Alliance bounties. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's the one I did finish this week.
That was fun. I'm looking to get into which one. I think I'm doing the Lovers next. That's the next one I picked up, was the Lovers.
Did that one.
I finished Beyond the Veil. So I talked about this last week. The guy David. Yeah, he's weird. There's a reason he pops up out of nowhere. I don't want to spoil it if anybody wants to play it, but it's kind of cool. I had a little bit of a bug in there, though. There's a part where you have to fight at the end, of course, you have to fight the big bad.
Naturally.
And yeah. And like many other quests in Starfield, you can't necessarily outright kill him. You can only drop him, and then he's on his hands and knees. And well, when I played it through it the first time, well, actually the only time I managed to figure it out. When I played it through the first time, you're supposed to talk to him after you defeat him, but when I hit the button to talk to him, nothing happened. Okay. So I ran around the cavern. It's like this mirrored cavern, and there's one part of the wall. It looks like wall, but if you go around the outside, there is a cliff. I tried a couple different things. I went back a save. I fought him again. Well, so I did fight him twice. I fought him again. Had the same problem. But if you can find the cliff edge, jump off, because when you jump off that cliff edge, it automatically. Yeah, I'm telling you, because this ain't April Fool's shit. I'm serious. You jump off the cliff edge, you fall, you drop in at the beginning of the facility where you enter it. So you have to run through it again. But when I did that, I ran through it again, and then I ran back up to the guy and hit talk. It worked.
Is that a bug, or is that just something intentional?
That was definitely a bug. Definitely a bug.
It's going to be a really weird intentional thing.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a bug. It was kind of interesting. I don't want to talk about it too much. I don't want to give it away. But it's pretty cool. It's fun, and you get some cool rewards. So there you go. That's pretty good.
So would you say that the Beyond the Veil was better than the first one, or?
I want to say that the Veil was better from the standpoint of there's more mystery to it.
Okay.
When you get to Beyond the Veil, you kind of have an idea of what's going on, and it's a little bit shorter than the Veil. So it's not necessarily, yeah, I would say the Veil was better, but Beyond the Veil was good too. The only thing that I will say is that Aegis has such a small role in it that ultimately I'm still left wanting more Aegis content. But okay, it is cool. It is a fun little storyline, and it introduces something into the Starfield universe that we don't see otherwise. Think like Reapers from the Mass Effect series, and from a narrative standpoint.
Keep in mind, guys, a lot of these mods that these guys do, the story mods, they're not canon, so don't take it as such.
No, they're not canon, but still cool. Mm-hmm. And then the other thing, Starfield related, that I did is I kept seeing a lot. I see if you're on really any Bethesda game group or Discord, quite often you have a lot of questions surrounding creations.
Yeah.
So the other thing I did this week was go into all of the Facebook groups, Starfield Facebook groups that I was a part of, and put up a post. Widget saw it. Yep. Mm-hmm. For load order advice. There are people, and I talked to a few of them in the comments of these groups. He's like, well, I just throw it in there and it works. You're lucky.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You're lucky. And I know that's possible. I know it's possible. But, you got to be careful, because there's a reason that they tell you put it in a certain order. Everything at the top of the order loads first. So that's going to take precedent. And then everything down below beneath it is going to affect everything above it. If things aren't in the right order, in just the wrong way, you're going to start having problems. That's just the nature of it. That's why all the big fixes and the big quest mods and unofficial patches, don't use unofficial patches. Those all go at the top because they affect the most. And then down at the bottom, for me, at least on Starfield, all my ship parts are at the bottom, at the very bottom. And the patches are above that because we want the patches in place before the game loads the actual content. I'm going to go ahead and post in the Discord. I'm going to put up the load order that I use. I think it came from Skyrim or Oblivion.
I'll probably throw it up on the video.
I'll throw it up on the video too. It'll give you a basic idea of the order that you want to put things in. It's not completely comprehensive. This is something else that was brought up in the groups. There are certain mods that will fit multiple categories. You kind of got to use your best judgment. And I would recommend loading adding those mods last so that you can test them individually. Upload the mod, shut down creations, restart the game, go into your game, check, make sure it works. If it works, save your game, go back into creations, add the next one. And always pay attention to the notes, all the description. They'll often tell you where in the load order it needs to be.
That's about what I was about to say. Ask, doesn't it tell you what the load order is? Or is
sometimes
load order
it does,
neutral
sometimes
or not?
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. That's why you have to be careful. If you have issues, go to the comments. There's, I know Nexus has comments. I know Bethesda.net has a comment section you can go into. In the case of some mod authors, like bigger ones like Kingath has a forum on their website where you can go and look for answers. You can often find solutions to the problems you're having there as well. There's your stuff, and I'll put it in the Discord, and we'll put it in the video as well, so you guys can see the list.
I too did the Widow, but I have a little bit more to say about it, man.
Go for it, man.
The little espionage into a fake cult. Well, you know, not like they're all fake or anything. Come on. So when you go into there, I noticed that, I'm trying to remember where this was at. I put it in my notes. Back room of Abba's office has a lot of nice goodies. Oh, yeah, when you're infiltrating the cult.
Yeah.
When you first do that. And there's a little back room in her office, in Abba's office. There's a lot of goodies in there. Tons of digipics, and you even find an Astra in there.
Oh, yeah, I did go in there. Yep.
But also, if you go down below, which I saw that you can actually sneak in there in the vents without having to ever use a disguise.
Well, as usual, I did that
I disguised.
After that was completed. Yeah, I disguised too.
I wanted to... Stealthing in would have been better, but for me. But also in the weapon locker, there's another Astra there. And a ton of useless weapons, but a lot of ammo. So it was just a payday of ammo. That whole quest was a payday of ammo. I walked out with so much. So I found 2 Astras laying around just in that part of the quest line, which means I get to save scum for hours with 6 Astras.
Oh, okay.
Trying to find a weapon that I can use when it's all it's going to give me is helmets and backpacks.
There you go. I got a whole pile of Astras saved up I haven't done anything with yet.
I got a complaint, though. I don't like the backpack. It was a Mark II for the Mantis. It's that little skip pack.
Oh, really?
I don't like skip packs. I like the ones that give you steady bursts. And again, it's another morality choice, but it's not as direct as normal. I mean, sure, you could only do your contract and all, like go after the Widow, but if you're so inclined, you can help them by saving more lives by, investigating it further. So naturally, I had to.
Oh, did you?
If I played my character the way it was, I would have just said, screw you, I'm going to go kill her and be done with it.
Yeah.
But I wanted to experience the story the first time through.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and did the whole thing. And when you go in, I mean, I was really tempted to go guns blazing and just kill them all and be done with it.
Yeah.
But there's that last room where you have to get the 3 amplifiers. I won't get into too many details about this. Did you get it the first try?
Yes.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out how to get into the stupid stall.
Yes. That is a vent.
Mm-hmm. I found that out the second time. You have to go through
the vents to get that one.
Which I have a video of it. I'm probably going to be playing it in while I'm talking about this here. I did it the second time just fine. I figured out, oh, wait, there's a room behind the bar. And the first time I did it, I just jumped up to the rafter above, got the first one.
Yeah.
And after beating my head around the wall, I found out, oh, wait, there's a vent right there. I can just go get the second one. And I ran out of time. Because I found a stall. I probably spent half the time in there trying to figure out how to get in that damn stall. Like, where's the damn key at?
Yep, I did the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's got to be another way in here.
The second time I finished it with at least a minute left, so... And I let her live, even again, until I had the option to kill her, and I wish I would have.
Yeah, I told her, I got her to surrender.
Yeah, me too. When I play it again, which I will, I'm going to kill her.
Guns blazing, dude.
Mm-hmm. The legendary laser pistols, the Solstice, it's pretty kick-ass, man.
Really?
I thought so. I don't know if it's just the roll I got with it, but I got extended mag, skip shot, and staggering with it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even look. I just sold it off.
I got the Stealth Solstice, which fits perfectly with my character.
Yeah, that's the same one I got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, because in this playthrough I have not completed Ryujin yet. Normally it's the first one I do, but I have not done it in this Unity.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if you did the Ryujin first, if it had an effect on the storyline.
That'd be cool if you're already a Ryujin
agent.
Yeah.
If you guys have done it, the Widow, and you already did Ryujin storyline, let me know if it was different for you. Yeah. I don't know how you really compare it, but I'm pretty sure there's elements to it that happen that you don't get otherwise. There's got to be. That's normal for Starfield. I spent a lot of time in ESO helping Mrs. Wigit, my lovely lady.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you did.
She's playing a warden. So like they have a lot of animal companions, okay? She's playing that one, and it's her first time at MMO, so I spent a lot of time with helping her out. And I went around all my characters trying to gather gold so I can buy her a mount. And the first I went into, they had 10,000 on them. The other one had 20,000, so I had 30K. I was like, all right, I might be able to scrape up enough. I got enough for a basic mount for her. Mm-hmm. I went into my character the last character I hit 50 on.
Yeah.
Had 880,000 on him.
Oh, so you covered it.
I forgot he was rich.
No.
So
nice.
I kind of went over to the bank with that character, my necromancer, and deposited everything but like 10,000. It's on my Arcanist now. My level 27 Arcanist is filthy rich.
Nice.
In terms for that level, so that was fun. I gave her like 110,000. So she can get her bag upgrades and get whatever amount she wanted.
Pocket change.
Widget. You gotta take care of your lady, man.
Actually, it hurts people more when you make it rain with gold instead of paper.
Yeah, she's still doing the tutorial islands. She got the first one done. She's on the second one. I gave her the choice, like, hey, if you want to just jump to the main areas, we'll get together and we'll start doing it. But I don't know if I wanted her to do Daggerfall because I already started doing all those main quests with my character, and I won't be able to help her with half of it. Because I already went through it. So I'm wondering if her and I are just going to go to a different zone and do those.
Why not?
I'll talk to her about it and see, but...
There you go.
We were already friends in game, and I showed her how to group up and party and all that kind of stuff. And
was that her starting zone?
She's still in the tutorial islands.
Oh. Okay.
So when you first get to make a character and you have just a base game, you go through the starting tutorial, and then it jumps you into like a small island. And you do a heist, and it kind of just eases you into the concept of questing and how it works.
Yeah.
And the open world. I don't know if there's any delves in that first island. I think there is on the second one. But after you get done with the second island, it dumps you off in your main city, the main city of your faction. In my case, it's Daggerfall. Trade bars, I really like how they play out. There's a whole menu for paying for those. For different list of consumables, mounts, pets, furniture, you name it, with the cost. And I found in the mounts, of course, the first thing I checked, there's a 2-player mount in there, a horse with a double saddle. Now that I'm
serious?
Now that I'm playing with Miss Widget, I have to get that damn thing.
Oh my god, you guys are so cute.
I know, it's so cute.
Holy shit. 8, you guys gonna ride tandem bicycles next?
Hell yeah.
All right, well, I mean, whatever, man. I gotta judge. That's hilarious. I had no idea that was even a thing.
I didn't either. Until
That's
I found
so funny.
Yeah. It's 8,000 freaking trade bars, though, and I have 1,250. But to be fair, I only did like 3 of the Jester Quest events.
Oh, well.
To get some of the goodies. I did my first dungeon on this character as a healer in my 20s. And I went to a specific one, Sepulchre, because I do the Undaunted quest for it. And the second I hit Q as my healer, popped immediately. Got right in, completed it, like within 5 minutes it was done. It was easy.
Oh, wow.
The basic dungeons are super easy for healers and tanks because you don't take as much damage. But when you do the advanced, I forgot the name of it, options later on, when you unlock them, those get challenging. Those you have to pay attention to, and you really have to focus on healing. I think I had to throw a couple of heals out and was good. I mostly just damaged. And then I did a second dungeon, the random, where you get daily rewards for doing it. and like 80,000 XP. And it took about 5 minutes to get in because the tank kept on declining when it queued. Or a DPS who had to wait 20 minutes declined. Because they were AFK or something.
Oh, jeez.
It was annoying me, though, because I couldn't get the quest done. They were just powering through it. But I'll do it again later. It was fun. I'm really, really loving the Arcanist. It's a blast, and healing with them is a lot of fun. So I'm going to continue with that pathway. That's it for me, man. That's
cool.
Was my week. I know we have one mod we're going to get into, which is all we really have time for.
Yeah, just one mod. It's more news than an actual mod. Kingath has a video. Go to their YouTube. You will find it. And this is addressing Free Lane's Terran Armada and the interaction with Watchtower. And McLaren's, for that matter, actually. And basically, the long and short of this video is that Kingath is going to be keeping a very close eye on the updates and the changes that come with Free Lanes and Terran Armada. And they will be making changes and implementing hot fixes as issues arise.
Honestly, what I'm going to do, and I highly recommend, I took next Tuesday and Wednesday off for playing these updates. I'm going to disable all my mods, all my add-ons. Yeah. I'm not going to risk it. And
yes, that's a good point.
Later in the day, I'm going to check to see if there's updates and update them. But
yeah, that's the one thing we got to be careful with, right? If you're a mod user, you got to watch out for that. Because we don't know everything that these updates and this DLC is going to change. There is a good chance that it's going to screw with your game, that you're going to have bugs, you're going to have issues. The safest way to play it, disable all of your mods until after the update, get the updates, then start adding your mods back in. And paying attention to what's going on in the game.
What he said.
It's the easiest way to save yourself a headache. Yeah.
That way.
Anyway. Over there.
Yeah, that way. So check out that YouTube and learn.
Yeah.
I know around our Discord, we talked about the Artemis 2 launch, which was really freaking cool. If you didn't hear about that.
Yep. Going to the moon.
Going to the moon.
Going around the moon.
Well, they're slingshotting around it. They're going to get some images and see the possibilities of everything. It's a scientific discovery mission, really.
The one reason I wanted to bring this up, and I wish I'll have to check and see if I downloaded it. If I was smart, I would have. I believe I saw it on, but there's a guy who apparently uses the Constellation Watch, like the special one from the game. He actually uses that one, and he received an update. Artemis 2 launch today on his Constellation Watch, which was just cool. Right?
That is wicked, yeah.
It's just kind of cool. It's not awesome, but it's kind of cool.
Watches.
I know, me too. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I got.
Actually, I want the Starfield controller more.
Yeah, I keep seeing that in their videos lately. Yeah, I know, that'd be cool.
I'm jealous.
Jelly.
Anything else we want to cover before we say goodbye?
Yeah, it took a centaur and the implication that a centaur was climbing on a car that people were fornicating on for us to draw attention away from Lucy on Lemonade.
That was a pretty funny post, by the way.
On Lemonade, it was a very, very active conversation. All sorts of weird stuff, man. They got people. I had somebody post a Bible verse, Revelation 1:7. So
that's just a weird platform, man. I don't know about that.
I know. I posted back, have them all 35. If you know, you know.
I refuse to worry about or touch that social media.
I was honestly getting ready to get rid of it. Like, this does nothing. It's literally wasting my time. And then this whole glorious conversation happened. And I mean, there's some weird ones. There's a guy like, I'm not going to say what I would do because I'd get banned on social media. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and then there's this kid that looked speak ever.
Right. And then there's a kid who said something like, posted a picture of themselves, like just having this horrific look on their face. And they're like, what? I just kind of laughed. I'm like, it's from a video game, dude. He's like, oh, okay, I understand now. I'm like, hell do you think it was? All sorts of people like, well, when your mommy and your daddy loved each other. I mean, there was just like so many comments. It was absolutely hilarious. It was the first time I laughed on Lemonade. It was great.
The only social media I'm really active on is X.
Mm-hmm.
I keep my Facebook and my Instagram private.
If it wasn't for the show, I would not be doing all of this. It's all for
true. Yeah,
it's all for the love of the game, man. I
that's why I'm so thankful you do this stuff.
Despise it. You're welcome. Oh well, hey, you know what? If you want to find our social medias, here's how you do it. You're going to go to our link tree. That's the easiest way to do it. It's linktr.ee/weirdchaosmedia. Weird, WYRD, chaos with a K, media. And you can find all of our links on all of our socials. We're pretty much on all of them. So that's that. If you want to contact us for business advertising or just to say hi, you can also email us. That's weirdchaosmedia@gmail.com.
Please like and subscribe this video and our other videos. And hit that little subscribe button. Like the vast majority of people who view our videos regularly do not subscribe. It helps us a lot, guys. A lot. Mm-hmm. Your comments, absolutely, your likes, all are a huge help. Hit that bell icon while you're at it. You get notified.
And if you really like it, you can hype us on YouTube now. Mm-hmm. Do that too.
Yes, please, and thank you. Also, those 5-star reviews on iTunes and Spotify are also a monster help. And we thank you in advance for your support of our show.
Aw.
And while we're at it, have an amazing week out in Bethesdaverse, everybody.
Peace out.